Hey, this is Deepak here, and welcome to the next lesson in your 100-day blogging course. In today's lesson, we are going to get started with email marketing. So what I will do is that I will go ahead and sign up for a MailerLite account, and then I would go ahead and put a subscription widget on my blog. And there are many different tools for email marketing and collecting subscriptions on the blog, but I will be just focusing on one type. You are free to go ahead and experiment with different tools as well. So first I will go and sign up for a MailerLite account. So here I am at MailerLite, and I have heard that MailerLite is one of the best email marketing tools out there, which is also very affordable. So if you look at the pricing, you can see that for up to 1000 subscribers, it's completely free. So let me go ahead and click on sign up. So I'm going to create an account here. So once I sign up for a MailerLite account, I have to complete my profile and I have to verify my website domain. So let me complete my profile now. So I have completed my profile by entering all the basic information. Now I can go ahead and click on save. The second step is to verify the website domain. Let me go ahead and do it right now. So you can see that they are asking for an email which is at bikerboy.in, and only then they can verify our domain. So I would go ahead and create a at bikerboy.in email. So that would be the next step. Since we need a custom email ID in our own domain name, we need to go ahead and sign up for a free Zoho mail account or a free G Suite account. So what I would do is that I will show you how to sign up for a G Suite account. So G Suite account comes with a 30-day free trial, and then it costs $5 a month per user. And you would remember that already we had updated our DNS records with Google's MX records. So MX is basically mail exchange server. So whatever email client that you are going to use for your domain name, that's the kind of MX records that you need to update here. So in this tutorial, I will show you how to sign up for a G Suite account and create a custom email ID. But let's say if you are signing up for Zoho or some other email provider, which will provide your own email at your own domain, then you need to update different MX records. So I will create another tutorial for Zoho separately. But for now, let's go ahead and sign up for a G Suite account. So I would go ahead and click on get started. So G Suite gives you 14-day trial, not a 30-day trial. So let me sign up for Biker Boy's email. So here I am creating the username, which will be Deepak at bikerboy.in, and I am creating a password for this account as well. So our G Suite account has been created, and the email ID Deepak at bikerboy.in has also been created. Now I can go and click on go to setup. So before completing the setup, there is one more step that I need to do. So here you can see that it asks me to add additional people. So even though I'm not adding additional people, I just have to check this box and click on next. And then it asks me to verify my domain name and setup email. So it asks me to add this meta tag in the website, and this can be done just like we have done it for Google Webmaster Tools verification or Google Search Console verification. So I would add this meta tag to my site's header file just like we did before. So go to appearance, click on editor. Go ahead and select the header.php file. So here you can add the meta tag. This is just like Search Console verification. So I've added the meta tag. Click on update file. So now we can go ahead and check in G Suite if the website has been verified, but also remember that you have to go into performance and click on empty all caches, because now that our website is cached, and when Google tries to access the website, it might serve the old version of the website. So when you empty the cache, the site will reload freshly. So now I would go ahead back to G Suite, click on I have added meta tag to my home page and click on verify domain. So this might take a minute for the verification to be done. So here you can see the domain has been verified. So I would click on next, click on continue. So though there is a 14-day free trial, Google asks you to select a plan. So if you select the annual plan, it's 125 rupees per user per month or 1500 rupees per year. Or if you select the flexible plan for like 1 month, then it's like 150 rupees per user per month. So here I would click on continue. Click on continue again. So I completed the billing information, entered my credit card details, entered the two-factor authentication details, and now my subscription is done. So if I go ahead and check my email again, here you can see welcome to the free trial of G Suite that has been done. New owner for bikerboy.in. So Google Search Console also adds Deepak at bikerboy.in as a new owner. And then I got a welcome mail that bikerboy new email has been created, which is Deepak at bikerboy.in. And here you can see a welcome email for adding the billing details. So here I can go ahead and cancel the free trial within 14 days if I want, or I can continue paying 150 rupees per user per month to continue using Deepak at bikerboy.in. So I will also show you how to go ahead and create emails like this with Zoho. But for now in this tutorial, we are just looking at how to create a G Suite email ID. Some people may be okay paying this extra premium for getting a Google account. If you don't want to pay this extra 150 rupees per user per month, you can always opt for other free methods, which we will discuss in the future videos. So since we have already added the MX records for bikerboy.in, which is for Google, we are all set to start using the new email ID. So if I go ahead and click on Deepak at bikerboy.in as the additional email ID. So here you can see this email ID has been set up, and I can also go ahead and test if this email ID is working. So I would just click on compose Deepak at bikerboy.in. I'll just say test email. Hi. Let me try sending it from here and let me see if it gets received here. So yes, we have got it. And you can see that since we have got it, all the MX records has been set up properly. So now I will also show you a little bit inside the admin area. So here you can see this is admin.google.com and this is the admin area of bikerboy.in. And here I can add additional team members if I want, edit the billing details if I want. So if I go ahead and click on users, here you can add additional team members, and all these email IDs will by default come with all Google services like Google Analytics and Google Drive and all the Google services that you see with the free Gmail. So that's about it for creating a G Suite account and creating your own custom email ID at Google. So now that we have created Deepak at bikerboy.in, I can give it here that it's Deepak at bikerboy.in. Click on next. And so they have sent a verification email to Deepak at bikerboy.in. Let me check for the verification email. So got an email from MailerLite. So now if I click this, MailerLite can confirm that I really own this domain name. So both the steps are complete. We have completed our profile and we have verified the domain name. So now if I go back to campaigns, you can see that our tool is ready. So the next step is to add a subscription widget to my blog and start getting subscribers, right? So obviously I would go ahead and try to sign up for an opt-in chat account, because again, I am the co-founder of opt-in chat and I feel opt-in chat is one of the best email collection tools for websites out there. So I would go ahead and click on sign up, enter my email ID. So for all practical purposes, I will just use my Gmail ID because I might not retain my Deepak at bikerboy.in email ID at G Suite for a very long time. So this is temporary and this is just for experimentation. For Digital Deepak, I do have Google Apps account where I can have all the additional users in my team. So here we are inside opt-in chat. So let me try to add a photo here. Right now we do not have a logo or a picture. So I would just go ahead and add my personal picture here. I've added an old picture of mine, and here I would go ahead and configure the opt-in chat. So basically I have to give details for all these fields. So let me do that now. So it took less than 2 minutes for me to fill up all the information. So I've given a top bar name, intro text, the opt-in question, reply for no, the email question, name question, mobile number I am not collecting. I've given a thank you message, and let me go ahead and click on save. So here I have to add this widget to my blog. So opt-in chat gives you a WordPress plugin which you can add. So if I click this link here, you will be able to download the WordPress plugin. So this particular WordPress plugin is not available inside the WordPress repository yet. So I would go ahead and manually upload this WordPress plugin. So let me go back to the dashboard, click on plugins, click on add new. So here I would click on upload plugin, and I would choose the file which I just downloaded. So I've selected the file, and I would click on install now. And once the plugin is installed, I will be able to access this particular plugin from the settings section. So let me install and activate. So now it is activated. Now I can go inside settings and click on opt-in chat. So here is where I have to deploy the JavaScript code. There are various methods to deploy JavaScript codes on the site, but this plugin helps you do it in a simple way. So let me copy this script, come back to opt-in chat, add the JavaScript code, and click on save settings. So now if I go to my website and refresh the page, I should be able to see the opt-in chat widget on my site. So now you can see I refresh the page, and you can see opt-in chat has just popped up here. So if I click on it and if I interact with this particular widget, then I would be able to enter the email ID and the details. So what I would also do before experimenting with this is that I would go ahead and do the integration, because all the emails that you collect has to go ahead and land up somewhere. It is always stored inside this particular area called view records, but you will also be able to go ahead and integrate it with Google Sheets. So if I want to integrate with Google Sheets, I would just click on connect, and let me choose bikerboy.in@gmail.com. Click on allow. So that's it. If I click on view sheet, or if I go to drive.google.com directly, you will be able to see that there is a new sheet that has been created inside the drive. So this is one of the reasons I like to use Google services a lot. Many things are integrated, including spreadsheets and everything. So here you can see this is the sheet, or this is the sheet we have opened here. So whenever a new email ID comes into the system, it is added to the sheet directly. And now I can go ahead and connect on MailerLite as well. But to connect to MailerLite, I need a premium account. So I would leave it at this point, and instead, so opt-in chat is coming up with new pricing plans where you will have integration for MailerLite directly. So I will update you once that integration is done. So basically you click on MailerLite Connect, and then you would go ahead and enter the API key from MailerLite into the opt-in chat system. And once you enter the API key, all the emails that you collect will automatically go into MailerLite. But for now, let me show you how to integrate to MailerLite using Zapier. So as soon as the new details come to the sheet, I can use Zapier to go ahead and collect this information and put it on MailerLite. So in this lesson, you are also going to learn about Zapier that way. So here I am at the website of Zapier, and Zapier is basically a tool which connects different tools together through API. So I would go ahead and sign up for a free trial here. So Deepak K, and let's say bikerboy.in@gmail.com, and my regular password. So I would click on sign up here. So inside Zapier, you will be able to create zaps, and every zap means there is a trigger and an action. So let me go ahead and click on make a new zap. So Zapier has a 14-day free trial, and you don't need to add a credit card to have this 14-day free trial. So what I'm going to show you now is going to be very interesting. You are also going to learn how Zapier is going to work. And Zapier is a great tool for digital marketers because digital marketers need to connect different tools together. So here you can see there is a trigger and then there is an action. And if I go ahead and search for Google Sheets, you can see I have to check for a new spreadsheet row in a Google Sheet. I have to click on save and continue. I have to connect a new account. So here I would connect bikerboy.in@gmail.com, click on allow, and now Zapier has permission to access my Gmail account and my Google Drive. So I would click on save and continue. Now I have to select the spreadsheet from which the data can be taken. And one of the important things here is that the spreadsheet needs to have headers. So without headers, I will not be able to fetch the data. So let me first go ahead and opt in once in this place and first see if the data is coming to Google Sheet. So here I would click on yes, and here I would enter my email ID. Let me enter deepak@bikerboy.in, and I would enter my name as well. So now that the subscription is done, this is how the widget collects subscription from the user's endpoint. Even if you are using some other widget such as an exit pop-up or a form, the technique of connecting different apps via API is the same. So let me go ahead and check here. So here you can see the data has been passed into the Google Sheet by opt-in chat. One of the most important things to do here before connecting with Zapier is to insert a row above here, and here I have to give the column headers. So I would give email, name, this is the campaign, and this is the date. So email and name is our most important thing. So once I add this, I can also go ahead and freeze the first row and just give a nice header here like this. So now we have the email, now we have the name. So here if I go ahead and select the spreadsheet, I'm going to select opt-in chat list, then which is the worksheet. I'm going to select this worksheet, click on continue. So now I would click on fetch and continue. And then the action is going to be MailerLite. So what do I want to do? I want to create a new subscriber in MailerLite, and I have to obviously connect MailerLite account. So this is how the connection works. So I have to get the API from MailerLite. So I would go into MailerLite, go into settings, account settings. I should be able to find the API key here. So I have actually went into integrations, and inside integrations I would click on developer API here, and I would copy this API and put it back into Zapier. So here I am adding it back to Zapier, and I am connecting my MailerLite account to my Zapier account. So here you can see my MailerLite account has been connected. So it's going to be the similar process for any email marketing tool or any subscription widget tool that you are going to use. So here the default list is going to be Bikerboy list. And here I have to select what is the email. So here we are taking the email ID from the sheet and it has a specific header. So here I have to select this particular header, which is name. So this is email ID. So I have to select email ID in this list. So this is the email. So what you see here, deepak@bikerboy.in, is the sample data that is available in the sheet. So I would select email. I would select whether I have to add a autoresponder. I would select yes. And so this is something I can just leave it at it. So name field we need. So name field is this. So this is all the details that we are collecting now. Other details we can leave blank and click on continue and click on create and continue again. Click on finish. So I would name this Zap as Sheets to MailerLite. So this is how the data is being passed. I would turn this Zap on, and now I would go ahead and see it on my dashboard. So sometimes the name doesn't get saved properly. This is a bug in Sheets to MailerLite. So this is a bug in Zapier that I have noticed before. So let me check it on dashboard again. So now this app has been created. So Zapier has its own plans beyond the 14-day free trial. This is just for you to learn how Zapier works. But for temporary integrations, you can create Zapier like this. You can go ahead and sign up for a free trial account. So if I click on Zaps, this is the integrations that I have built. Then I go on, click on task history. You don't see any task history here. So what I can do is that now I can go ahead and check if this first email has been added. So if I go into subscribers, then I can check that there are 2 subscribers here. So I have Deepak at bikerboy.in and bikerboy.in@gmail.com. So this has been added by Zapier. So just to check if this is working as expected, I would go back into Bikerboy, refresh this widget. So this widget will not show if you refresh the page, because we don't want to show it again for someone who has opted in already. So if it doesn't show, try to open it from an incognito window. So now I would click on yes, and let me try entering a different email ID. So another trick that I want to show you is that since I already have given bikerboy.in@gmail.com, I can give bikerboy.in@googlemail.com, and since googlemail.com is owned by Gmail, it is considered as a different email ID here in the system, but it ends up into the same email inbox. So let me give bikerboy.in@googlemail.com, and name, let's say name is Bikerboy instead of Deepak. I would click enter. And here you can see the subscription has been done. So first the data will be sent to opt-in chat sheet. So here you can see the new row has been created in opt-in chat, and this integration is handled by the opt-in chat tool itself. And since we have created a Zapier integration to take this data back into MailerLite, so what will happen is that in general what Zapier does is that every 5 minutes Zapier will check for new rows on the Google Sheet. So here I would go ahead and click on run manually, so just so that we don't need to wait 5 minutes for it. So here you can see if I click run, it has found a new row on the Google Sheet, so it has triggered one new item and it has sent the data to MailerLite. So if you go into task history, you will be able to see this task has been completed. So it says that from the Google Sheet, the data, this is the data which was taken, and this is the data which was put into MailerLite. So there is some data here which you don't really need to bother about. So now Zapier says that the data has been sent to MailerLite. Let's go ahead and check if the subscriber has been added here. So if I go ahead and click on refresh, yes, fantastic. You can see that bikerboy.in@googlemail.com has been added, and if I click on subscriber information, you will be able to see that this is the subscriber details, and you can see that the name has also been passed. So if you want to collect phone numbers as well, you can set it up inside opt-in chat. So here you can see in the question builder, we have the name question as well. So once the integrations are ready for MailerLite, and once the integration can be done for opt-in chat and MailerLite directly with the new pricing plans that are coming up, where MailerLite integration will be available for all pricing plans, then we can basically forget about Zapier. So here if you connect to MailerLite, then what will happen is that the data which is coming into opt-in chat will automatically go into MailerLite directly without Sheets or without Zapier. So here I have shown you Google Sheets and Zapier just so that you can understand how the integrations work. And I will also be able to see the details inside view records. So here you can see inside view records the details are here. And if I go into funnels, you will be able to see I have collected 2 emails using opt-in chat so far. So this is how we get started with email marketing. So now any person who visits the website will be able to subscribe to my emails, and then using MailerLite I will be able to send campaigns to them. I can send email marketing campaigns, which we will look at tomorrow or the day after tomorrow's lesson on how to send emails to your subscribers. But right now we have only 3 subscribers. Let me try getting some organic subscribers into the blog, and once I have something like 100-200 subscribers, we can actually send an email marketing campaign to this particular list. So that's about it for today's lesson. I hope you learned a lot today. You learned how to set up custom email, you learned how to set up opt-in chat, you learned how to set up MailerLite, you learned about Zapier and integrations, how APIs work on the backend. So you can see that you don't need to be a coder or a tech person to handle all this. It's just a few steps, and all these tools such as MailerLite, Google Sheets, Opt-in Chat, Zapier, basically makes it easy for you to go ahead and do all these integrations as a marketer. So it was a long lesson today, but I hope you learned a lot and hope you are excited to follow these steps and start implementing them. And you can see that we have not spent any money so far in the entire process. So everything we are just doing free trials and free tiers. So that's about it. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.